So I totally forgot to press the button to go live. So yeah. Okay. So should be live now. Great. So yeah, it says it should be live, so yeah. Whenever I live stream in the past, it never really worked, so I have to double check everything to make sure it's actually working. So, but that was like a long time ago when I was a How to Dragon YouTuber and not a Tales of Kato YouTuber, and that was when I didn't have all this fancy equipment. Look at this microphone. So, yeah. So, yeah. Ah, crap, it's not working. No! Yeah. Ah, crap, the audio didn't work. Yeah. Is there or is there no audio? Okay. Okay, I'm texting now. Audio or not? Yeah. Yeah, I have to make sure. Yeah. So, some people don't, and look at it. So, cause I know I have it, because I'm on my phone right now and listening to it, and like, so why can't people, yeah. Yeah, so I have audio. I had to make sure, because the last time it didn't really work, so, yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm doing good, so, yeah. Yeah. Besides all these technical difficulty things, so, yeah. I had to, like, make sure for the first hour. Anyway. Yeah. I hate living in apartments because there's always noise. Yeah. So, there is audio, so I don't know. You might want to turn it up for you. So, yeah. Yeah. So, I don't know if anyone's just screwing with me. Probably. So, I'm going to ignore those people. So, anyway. I'm going to get to the point of this whole live stream thing. So, it's mostly a general chat for everything. So, if there is any TOA news that comes out here Tuesday, I will talk about it that day. We already had some news that came out, which was the teaser trailer thing and the photos. I don't need to talk about any of that unless you guys want me to, but I already did my analysis for those videos too, and so I don't really need to talk about that. So, and then I'm going to plan to do 2 live streams on the 20th and 21st when Frozen Titans actually comes out. So it will be the morning of the Tuesday of the 20th and the morning of the 21st, which will be like 1 a.m. my time, because that's when the Frozen Titans is supposed to show up on Netflix, because Netflix has this new day that starts on midnight PST time, which is Pacific Standard Time, so you have to wait until midnight that time to actually get to see the movie. So I'll probably live stream the Netflix page during that night, so you guys can actually see the new thing. So, and for when Wizards came out, I didn't really do that, but I know some other people did. I was on live stream that day, so yeah. And maybe later I'll talk about my personal life. I only have like an hour to do this because my sisters like to go places and I like to be alone when I'm doing videos, editing, and all that. So, yeah. So, and you guys can ask me questions during this time. I have a Discord server, like you guys all know, and there's a lot of questions that goes on there, along with sharing fan art, fanfics, and all that. So, yeah. So, I plan to get on to Resident Giants fast and binge watch that movie during the night. So, and then I'll fall asleep, go to class, watch again, make a video, go to sleep back again. So, that's going to be a wild day. I'm not really sure when my classes will be that day because it will be a new term, week 3, I think. So, at least it's not during my finals. So, I never go to my finals anyway, so. Yeah. So, not a whole lot of questions going on in the chat, but that's okay. I didn't expect much from this. So, yeah. And maybe later on another stream, on another Tuesday, I'll do some gaming. I know there's a Toronto's game that came out like a long time ago, September I think. So I didn't yet buy that game because it's like $45 and like, yeah, that's overrated because apparently you can finish that game in like one afternoon and that's just not worth like $50. So I'll wait until it's on sale, at least 50% off, then I'll get that game. I also want the game for another reason, and that's to create fan animations. So for you guys who don't know, I really have to stop hitting my microphone. I am an animation student. Well, I've chosen environmental modeling as my major, so that's what I'm going to go into. So if there's ever another Saddest Arcadia movie, I'll probably be working on it. So maybe. But there's a lot of studios out there, and I live in Canada, and yet the DreamWorks studio is in like California. So, yeah. So, and I'm pretty sure ripping in file from a game is illegal. So, but I'm not really sure. I have to double check if I can rip the files from Defenders of Arcadia to make some fan animation, and I do have to rig them, and I stink at rigging. So. And animation. So, I'm bad at modeling. Environmental modeling, character modeling, I stink. So, I stink at a lot of things. So, yeah. Ooh, someone has a hidden comment. I want to see. It's just a bunch of numbers. So, yeah. Okay, tell me what's your favorite chapter of Tales of Arcadia. Chapter? It's like, is that episode, season, what? Dark Link says, I have another question. Do you have a favorite character? Yes! Sasha Taran. So, I was very upset when she was on Wizards, but it was probably a good thing because Wizards kind of sucked. And yes, I do plan to do a video on that. There's like 6 parts to it, so I've got some issues with Wizards. One of them being the timeline. I'm still crying about it. It's like the timeline wasn't always important, but then 3 Below came along and made it important. So it's kind of 3 Below's fault, but Wizards was the one who mistook the Killhead battle to be in the 12th century and not in 1609, which was the real date of the Battle of Killhead. So even I knew that, and I'm not even British, and that people who like the Mayflower set sail in 1609, and that's British history, and I'm not even British. It's like I'm way over there in Europe, so back in the Middle East, not Middle East, Eastern Europe. Damn, very bad at talking. Yeah. When did you start watching Tales of Arcadia? Well, I joined in between the 1-year gap between part 1 and part 2. There was this whole 1-year break period for part 2, and it was so very annoying. That was back when I was still a Dragon YouTuber, so I didn't do a whole lot of Tales of Arcadia videos. And then I invaded the fandom, and now, look at me now. So, yeah. Hello, my Polish Slavic sister. Yay! Yeah, is it that obvious? Okay. Viking Nation, I have a question. If Jim is human now, does he mean he's weaker? Okay, yeah. So that was from Astra, the unhinged. Damn it, English. Why are you such a ridiculous language? Ugh. So, I think we don't really know a whole lot about New Human Jim since he was brought back by Claire's little magic teal thing, whatever. So, I'm really hoping that he still has some of his troll abilities. So maybe the strength, maybe the enhanced senses, but that's probably not going to happen because from the trailer and all the photos, it kind of seemed like Jim was a lot weaker. Maybe he's back to from being a regular old human, no weapons, no enhanced senses, because many scenes it's kind of like seemed he was injured, maybe dusty and dirty, maybe he had to fight, but he didn't really have a weapon or armor, so maybe that's why he got the accurate armor. But I think we all kind of thought he would have pulled out the sword from the stone, but kind of seems like that's not going to happen. Maybe Steve is the one who is going to pull out Excalibur. I know that's a whole joke and all that, but it could happen. I joked between part 1 and part 3 of Trollhunters that Jim would become a troll, and then it happened. Because, I mean, like, remember the scene in the Deep when he thought he fought his darker half, which was a troll, and it was, hey, that would be a great plot point, making Jim a troll. And then it happened. And then I was like, what? Like, it could happen. Steve could totally pull out that sword. Maybe. He has changed a bit from the jerk, and he turned out to have a heart of gold, and now he's dating Queen. So, and pulling out Excalibur kind of means you're the king of Camelot, but I don't know if that's true in Tales of Arcadia. Each Arthurian retelling has a different kind of story to it. So sometimes Morgana is Arthur's half-sister by the father, which is the king, or by their mother, which is... So Morgana wouldn't be royal if they were related by the mother, so only the father, so it depends on which one. Which is why I thought Shrek 3 was brilliant, because they made Arthur a relatable, good character. So it's like, that's why I like that movie and the fourth one. I mean, like, this is post-apocalyptic, and I'm a post-apocalyptic writer. So my novel trilogy is of post-apocalyptic origin. So, yeah. And let's check out the comments. Let's see what everyone's saying. Yeah. The whole thing is just her saying, yeah, so, yeah. Yeah. I don't know a whole lot of English words, so I think I might be losing my English since everyone's, like, cooped up inside. And I don't really have a lot of time to hang out with my friends. Well, the ones who are left. I ditched everything, so... No, the Battle of Killhood was not a real thing. It was just an event in the movie. The Mayflower set sail in 1609. So that was real. Do you think they will release a scene from Rat in one of the coming days? Yes, they will release a scene. They always do. But likely it won't be from Netflix. Maybe someone from the team will release it on Twitter, and then I'll find it, or someone from my Discord server will find it, and then it will be everywhere. Because once when something gets to me, it'll be everywhere. Kind of like the soundtrack was. Then I kind of delete that video because I didn't want the composer to get in trouble, but yeah, it's everywhere else. So I don't know what I would have done if I just didn't post that video, so yeah. So, feel free to ask any questions, so, yeah, now a whole lot of questions, so, I'll scroll up further. I know you guys were waiting a bit in the beginning, so maybe there's one, so, yeah, there's a lot more comments than I thought there would be. Okay, scrolling up, scrolling up, scrolling up, scrolling up. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Alright, look. Mention of fanfics. Yeah. I kind of started Wizards one yesterday. Mainly because I hate Wizards and it messed up so many things. So I'm doing a rewrite. All the fanfics of Tales of Arcadia on Wattpad are like OCX characters. So they're putting their own original character in the story. But I'm just rewriting Wizards. There'll be no new characters. just the ones that we have. So I shoved Zoe in there too because apparently she was the figure, the one with the hood walking around in Battle Killhead. So remember my Discord server found the concept art and now it's official. Zoe is the hooded figure. But that doesn't really matter because Zoe's not gonna be in the West of the Titans because her actress, Sandra Sand, I assume that's a pen name, won't be. She wasn't in the cast list. So unless she's being replaced by Greg Griffin, who has proven to she's very good in like mimicking all sorts of accents and voices, so she can definitely portray Zoe's voice. I have no doubt that she will be able to do that. So there's another one, James Hong. Some of you guys will know him as Poe's adoptive duck father, duck geese. I don't know. So pretty sure he was the dad in that movie. So in Kung Fu Panda. So yeah, I don't know who he's gonna play. He usually plays Chinese characters, and I don't know what new character he could be playing unless he is replacing someone who wasn't in the cast list. Like I predict that Greg Griffin will be, or maybe she'll voice multiple different characters. So there's really no telling what she's doing in the movie. But her name was in the cast list that was released by an article by Variety, yeah. So yeah. Yeah. So yeah. What do you think made James' new armor? Well, considering that it's accurate in armor, it takes after Vex's armor, but it's a little different. So maybe there's magic in there. So maybe Cal made it with accurate tech and magic. We know the two goes together very well. Ironically, there's no magic allowed on Accretin 5, so that's ironic. Or at least Accretins can't use magic, so they're not even human. So I assume maybe biological beings can only do magic. We know that Accretins are not biological, so which means they can't have children with biological beings. So no Steve and Asha children. It's not possible. They have to be both biological and one of them's not. So another question, do you think Zoe will have an appearance in Rat like Dixie did in Wizards? No, Zoe won't be in Rat unless it's just a cameo. She won't be speaking. Her actress is not in the cast list. So, but Greg Griffin is, and she could easily replace Sandra Sand. So, and Zatra isn't in the cast list either. Her actress was Peggy Carter. That's not her real name, but she did play Peggy Carter in the Marvelverse. So I don't really like that superhero stuff. So if Peggy Carter was in anything recent, so that could be where she was. So yeah. Yeah. Toby or Claire, which one do you like more? Definitely Toby. Claire is kind of horrible. Yeah. So, and she was very annoying in Wizards. So I did like her hair though. It was an improvement. I so liked how the white streak became bigger, like her magic. So in Challengers, her magic was just reduced to just having the staff over to her, and then in Wizards she could make darkness and do some tricks. So she's not that powerful, but in Right, I assume she's gonna have more power. So, okay. Oh, we have a bunch of Discord notifications. Let's check that out. What's happening over there? Oh, someone new joined. Yay! But that was like an hour ago. So, but it's new. And what's happening? YouTube. Yeah. You got this. We can hear you. Yay! Thanks, Doug Archer 30. Yeah. So, and whether or not I actually do another live stream, that's up to me in a week's time. So I have a lot of planning to do because I actually want to do stuff and not just talk for like an hour. So even though I can't handle my annoying little voice for that long. Eek. So anything else happening in my Discord? No, everyone's here with me in the live stream, in the chat, so no one's on it. So that's okay. Yeah. So, I have a question. Do you think we'll lose their hand from Norway? Oh, that was for the magic amulet, and the Akron armor won't likely have an amulet. Maybe it does require some flesh, so likely either Azure or Krill will have to slice off a piece of the flesh, but they don't really have flesh because they're light. So maybe it's just blood or whatever flows through their veins. I know they bleed this glowing little fluid, so maybe they need some of that. So Acrians are very weird creatures, and I'm still trying to analysis them, like I always do, and I'm doing that for Acrian 5 too. Spoiler alert, it's a gas giant. Yeah. So I think I took part of what we knew about Acrian 5 and discovered that it's a gas giant, so it's definitely not a terrestrial planet because there's no ground, no trees, no nothing. So, and Asha seemed very creative when she saw water for the first time and trees. So, they say Blanky would die. Is that true? Probably not. I think that rumor came from the comic books. In the comic books, Blanky did kind of die, but that was kind of like an illusion of the future because I have the comic books with me, and I cleaned up my room now. Now I can't find anything. So yeah. So it was kind of like a process. That scene involved Merlin, and since he can see the future, it was in prediction of the future. So Blanky was the one who died, not Joel. So I think that's where that Blanky will die rumor. So, and don't forget, parents always seem to die in DreamWorks movies. It's like, and Disney, the parents are already dead, but in DreamWorks movies, they die. So I think that's also where the rumor also came from, but we don't actually know who is going to live and who's going to die. We just know who's going to return. So Blinky could die, or he could live, or maybe it's Barbara who's going to die. We don't know. But someone will probably die, and it's probably going to be the bad guys. So let me see if I can find the comic books. Comic books, where are you? Come here. Aha. Yes. Gotcha. This is my sculpture project. So, stay. Good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, comics books are right here. Yes, I have them. I don't actually have the 6 other books, so but I do plan to get the ebooks. And when Tales of Arcadia finally ends, I'm gonna kind of like do what's it called? Like a reading stream. I don't know what's called, but I've been making the booktube for a long while. So, yes, Rip Merlin. Rip all the good characters, yeah. I made a video of all the dead characters, their deaths, so, yeah. So, here are the 2 comic books, yeah. So, one's about the secret history of Trollkind, and and the other one's about the dead troll hunters, so they were past ones. And this one's pretty interesting, because it does redo some history about wizards, and yeah, I'll explain it later. Also have some House and Dragon comic books. So, yeah, I have all the comic books, yeah. So, in the field, apparently, Dea wasn't the first troll hunter. She was like troll hunter number 13 or whatever. And then after her was Kanjigar. And after Kanjigar, the Jim. But in Wizards, Dea was the first troll hunter. So that means only 3 troll hunters exist. Dea, Kanjigar, Jim. You see the problem because we know that there are other troll hunters because of the void and the dead troll hunters. So, I should probably leave my microphone away. So, yeah. Oh, comments. Yeah. I ain't gonna even, yeah. So, yeah, where are the hallucinations? Yeah. Apparently, Madrak the Many was a girl, and in the show, they always call him he. So, I don't know why people always default to he. I just say they, them, because my best friend in high school, most of high school was non-binary. She was no personality whatsoever, so I ditched her. Yeah, so, yeah. The actors are not too bad in this. Oh, look. TOA eating chocolate. So, it was, yeah. Yeah, that's so like him. Oh, look. There's Fiddle's scowl again. Yeah, for those who don't know, I'm doing a video on FanDuel, which is coming on Friday. So, yeah. So, it's basically all his moments just being a grumpy grouch. So, or as I call it, having no chill. Yeah. Oh, and this one is the one that the first act created was seen. This came out like, when did this come out? It was before our 3 Below. It was definitely after like part 2 maybe. So, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, those are act ingredients. So that was the first time we ever got to see them, which is how I knew how they looked like. So, okay, what are people saying? Yeah. So, yeah. What's the saddest death? I really have to stop hitting my microphone. It's either the mothership or Drawl. I'm very in between that one. Or maybe Merlin. Merlin was a douche, but his death was only sad because of Dukesy and his relationship to Dukesy. That was the only thing that made Merlin's death sad. Not because he was a great character, he was an ass. So his death was only sad because of Dukesy and how Dukesy was basically orphan for most of his life. So, yeah. Oh, apparently in this comic book, Challenges have been around since cave people. And we know that's not true. Oh, Wizards, you screwed up everything. Yes, I do plan to do a video on that. It's like 6 parts. So, I'll get ready for that. Hey, look, it's not Enrique. Yeah, look at that. I wonder if he's the same type of troll that Strickler is. Then we know what not Enrique is going to look like in the future. So, I think they might be the same species. And like, subspecies. So, yeah. Yeah, so there are definitely cave people in this, so like, is that Kenjigar? No, that's a different taunter. Who is that? So, okay, who was the taunter during that time? It's not Kenjigar. Okay. I was sent by my home world acting 5 to scout any plans for doing. Oh, look at that! I think they were talking about Galen's core. But however, this character isn't royal because no 2 arms. No, 4 arms. Damn it. So, 2 pairs of arms. That's it. Yeah, so it might have been Galen's core that she was hiding, but this history is probably not being true because the comic books are apparently not canon. But however, I think this was the one. Nope, it was the other one. Yeah. Apparently one of the writers of the TV show co-wrote this book with Richard Hamilton. So apparently he also wrote this one because apparently he's the go-to guy for Dark Horse Comics, which I'm pretty sure is owned by Marvel. I think. Yeah. I think Dark Horse is either owned by Marvel or DC. I don't know. So, okay, so another question from General Grievous. How many Jalare moments do you want in Resentines? I'm really hoping that they get to see the pairs together and like a whole rubber. So, yeah. So I don't really care about the Jalare part. I do like how Claire's commitment to the relationship, no matter what Jim went through, Claire was always there. So I think that's very sweet. Wizards was trying to make people understand the past of the story, but just messed up. Here's the thing: you don't do time travel, or you never do time travel because it's one of those tropes that you do at the very end when you run out of ideas. So, and we already knew a lot about the battle with Killhead, so we didn't really need to see it. What we didn't know was the battle between Olag, I don't know his name, but it was the battle that Gamar lost his eye. We don't really know a whole lot about that time, or it would, yeah. So that would have been a much better thing. And we knew it happened around the 12th century, back in Trollhunters, because the battle of Killhead happened like 1609. So the 12th century would have been right around where Gamar took the armies from Orlak. Orlak. Yeah, I think that was his name. So Orlak lost his head, Gamar lost an eye. So that battle would have been much better for Wizards if they had to do the time travel thing or have the series take place in the past. That would have been much better since we already knew a whole lot about the Battle of Killhead. How we even saw the Battle of Killhead back in Trollhunters. Marlin Lily took the heroes there in an illusion. So, and there was no Camelot Knights. So, that messed up the whole timeline. Another point I will bring up in my Wizards Trash series. So, yeah. I do plan to rewatch my watch Tales of Arcadia during July. I already released my binge watch schedule on my community tab because everything's also there. So I do have to update it because I edited the Racing Titans logo to actually have a flare because the logo just in teal and being so ordinary. It's very boring, very plain, very bland. So I added the lens flare. So okay, so the failed. Where were we? Yeah, so. Hey look, there's one of Blanky's relatives. And he's missing an eye. But he still has like 5, so that's 3 more than human. So, yeah. Look, he's missing an eye. Yeah. Yeah. His looks weren't actually that bad. So, they're actually pretty good. And there's a whole horde of, yeah. Apparently, yeah. Yeah, bunch of Graysons. And his parents were there, so this is one of Blinky's relatives. So, that must be interesting, having one of your relatives be a troll hunter. Now I know how Droll felt. Oh, and Droll wasn't supposed to be in Wizards. He wasn't born yet. I don't think he was. Troll ages is also something that's also messed up. So, but of course they had to have the whole cast. At most, Kenjigar would have been there, not Troll. So, but I assume they couldn't get the voice actor. So, who's available for what is also a big part in the prediction. So, if you can't get an actor, then the character probably won't be in the series. Unless you can recast them. So, I like this Vendel again. And with his scowl. Isn't that great? Is that also Vendel, or maybe that's his father? Yeah. Yeah. Is that Vendel or his father? Because look, there's Dea. Yeah. She doesn't look a whole lot the same, but it's close enough. So is that Vendel or the other guy? Okay, so I'm saying there reminds me of one famous for deep introspection and questing Trollhunter's place in the universe, even after she won the battle to kill Red. I think that's Vendel. Yeah. So Vendel was around when Dea was, and he was a lot younger, so they got that right in Wizards. So that's nice. I like Hellcats. That's fun. Oh, here's Merlin. Yeah. Merlin! There you are! Yeah. He also looks pissed. He has the same face as Vendel. No, I mean the scowl, not the troll human. Yeah, you guys get it. So, yeah. Okay. So, apparently, this Dea and the Dea Wizards are a lot alike. They're both kind of like troublemakers. Dea in comic books had a problem with authority. So, that kind of lines up with the Dea that we knew in Wizards. So, they got that right. So, oh look, she mentions Merlin. Look at that. He totally deserves that. Yeah. No, as far as a matter of fact, I did not. How curious. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, and his magic is green in this too, so they got this right. So, yeah. Ooh. 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 Ami Saddest Stone. Ami Sensen. Like his death. Right there. Right there. So, however, this is one variant of the future. Monkey is dead in this, but we see Joel here. So, this is one variant of the future that did not come true. It didn't come to pass. Oh, yeah. And look, there's the gym. I assume that's Jim because the skeleton here looks like a human. So, and there's no horns. But there's Troll Jim right there. So, right there. Yeah. So, I'm not sure when this comic book came out, but I think it was like 4 part 3. So, that means this would have been a sort of hint at what would happen in season 3. Really have to find out when this came out. Yeah, Dark Horse, blah, 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 2018. Yeah, so this came out in 2018, but what's the date? So, 2018. Yeah, I think that was the year that part 3 came out. Yeah. Okay, comments. What's your favorite ship? Ugh. I don't think I really have one. Jalair is nice, but I don't think I really have one. Jalair is nice, but I'm not really a fan of Claire. Stasia, that was very, I don't really like that. And those who have been subscribers of mine for a while know that I wasn't a big fan of it. I was like, no, like, this cannot happen. Like, no. And then, in the course of a week, I was like, I don't care. So, I don't really care for shipping. I'm that kind of person. I don't really care about romantic things. I care about the story and the adventure and the action. So, I'm that kind of person. I'm not that kind of sappy little girl who loves to ship people. I'm not that. So, oh, I think in this reality, Joel also became the troll hunter. Yeah, look at that. I didn't see that before. So that's nice. And that's Garbar, I think. Yeah. So that's nice. Jim would have died. Oh. Yeah, that's definitely not Dea. So, yeah. Yeah. So that's how Dea looked in the comic books, but that's not how she looked in Withers. But they improved her appearance. That's nice. So, I'm totally okay with that. Okay. Oh. Yeah. So I like the timeline on this comic much better. So. Oh, is that ancient Egypt? I like this Ankar, but unfortunate. That's fun. So. Oh, apparently he tripped on a stone and fell. I found that hilarious. Oh no. Yeah, so. Like the Zankar falling into spikes. I love that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, apparently he's kind of pissed in that void. Oh well. Oh, look at that. Who is this? Oh, Kenjigar, we finally got to him. Is that a bad gorilla? Okay. So, we hear the tale from Kenjigar in South Hearthstone Troll Market Summer of 53 on the human calendar anyway. The hottest year on record. At least that was on this world of the surface. But down here, and then Bad Gorilla says, it felt a whole lot hotter. Yeah, I think. Yeah. So, or maybe, I don't know. So. I think the purple things are from, like, people telling the story, not from, yeah. So, like Gorilla said, the Kenjigar create genius, yeah. So, and it's, like, in black and white, so we all know those black and white stories of the mysteries. They're all black and white, so it's like, these are more shadow relief. They do have color, but they're more like shadow relief. So, a lot of shadows. Yeah. So, that's pretty good. Oh, this Blinky and Arg. Look at that. Blinky. Arg is looking a whole lot hairier. Yeah, it looks very hairy. Yeah, that's Arg. Yeah, so. Okay. Yeah. I like this draw. Yeah. Oh yeah, they're talking about Namora. Apparently they were a thing. Yeah. I always wondered what happened between them. It was always some sort of mystery. But no one really cared about them, so we just left it alone. And Kanjigar did not approve. Look at that. Yeah. It's like, he was like, no. Oh, look at that. And Strict Girl was there too. And the order. That's nice. That's very nice. More changelings. That's good. Yeah, so this was back in like 53. So Strickler is like 70 years old. At least. Let me flip to the back. I know there was something mentioned about age. Yeah, so let me check. Nope, I was wrong. Maybe it's in the other one. Probably the other one. I like this Claire. In her PJs, but I've never actually seen it in Chaunters or anywhere else. So she always wears her gym clothes, which is beyond weird. So. Okay, so. No! Everything's falling. Oh, a tiny ass desk. No, come on. There you go. Yeah. So that was Feld. That's stuff from Secret History Troll Kind. I think that was like something in the back. Yeah. So there's Strickler again. Yeah. I think that was during the Wild West, so he's like 300 years old. So, yeah. There's nothing really too interesting in this one. There are mountain trolls, so Gato wasn't the only one. So, yeah. This shows the old Battle Killhead, which is, I feel like it's a lot more accurate to what we saw in Chaunters than what we got to see in Wizards. So, they should have kept the original concept for Wizards. It would have been much better. Question if the humans fought in Killhead Red White didn't the trolls have to hide themselves. The trolls already knew about their existence. Here's the thing. Knowledge can be lost due to time. So, do you really think we know everything that happened like 600 years ago? No. Some records have been like, disappeared. And the trolls went underground, so they didn't spend a whole lot of time on the surface. And as technology advanced, we stopped believing in magical creatures. So, of course, the knowledge and existence of trolls would have vanished. So that's just what happens. So, no one thinks the witches exist anymore. Well, there's probably still out there, hiding. Okay. So that's how they got around the daylight. Blankets. That reminds me of the umbrella scene back in Chaunters. Yeah. So. Oh, look, this day is death. Look at that. That's nice. Yeah, apparently she drowned in water fighting Bular. Or was that Gunmar? I can never tell the difference. So, and then the amulet zoomed across to everyone, and then picked Kanjigar. That's nice. That's very nice. Okay. So are we reading comics? Yes, I am. So, there's only like 2 comic books and like 7 books. I do plan to buy the e-copies of that and like do a kind of reading vlog. Yes, reading vlog. That was the term I was looking for of the novels when Tezcadia finally dies. But I'm really hoping that there will be a sequel to Rising Titans. It doesn't really seem like DreamWorks would stay at a single movie. They really do standalone movies. So I'm really hoping for a sequel and maybe a final part. So DreamWorks isn't capable of finishing a series. Incapable. Even if Guillermo is involved, but he's just an executive producer, so he doesn't really write anything. So all the stories really should be given credit to the writers, not Gimel to Tar. He just pitched the idea, and he manages the finance of everything. So I guess he deserves some of the credit. So Clay, look at that. Yeah, I think that might be Bular. Yeah. I can never tell the difference. It's like they all look the same to me. It's like, damn. Oh, now Arya's fighting Fendel. Look at that. That's nice. Yeah. I always forget where my camera is. It's like, it's over there. It's like here. It's like, So I keep moving it. Yeah. So look at that. Is that moon blue? Blues aren't moon. Moons aren't blue. Yeah, that was the right term. Oh, and now Arya's chasing Blanky. That's nice. Yeah, chasing. No, this way. No, this way. Yeah. It's like damn cameras. Yeah. Comments. Do you think Tronos might do whatever? Live through the blue? No, he would have died anyway because the guys who always reform always die. It's like Strickler and Nottingham K, the only one who have reformed and didn't die. No more two. It's like everyone who is reformed in 3 Below has died. So Kuberitz, Tronos, all of them, they all died. It's like that's also a very cliche thing to do. Reforming a bad guy and then only having them to die is a cliche. I'm a writer, so I know about them. But putting a spin on a cliche, that's good. The whole tier thing that Claire used to bring back Jim, yeah, that was technically a cliche because True Love's Kiss is basically bring back someone you love. However, due to Claire being a witch, the tier had enough magic to bring back her loved one. So that was a spin on a cliche, and I applaud the writers for doing that. Because I love it when they put a twist on a cliche. Who do you like better, Bilar or Gunmar? Neither. They both suck. Yeah. Some Morgana should have known who they are. What? Okay, what's happening? Okay. Wait, didn't the Arcane Order attack Camelot at a long time? I feel like I involved myself in a conversation I didn't, I wasn't aware of. Was there another conversation going on here and I didn't know? Yeah. Okay, I'm just waiting on a comic dub and the new movie. Yeah, we're all waiting for that. It's like 70-something days. Yeah, it comes out on Wednesday and there's like 11 more weeks to go. 11, so almost 3 months to go. And we're supposed to get something new pretty soon, I assume. Trailers really come out. Trailers for Netflix movies come out maybe a month before release. So, yeah. So, yeah, like a month until we get an actual trailer and not the teaser. Maybe there'll be some more things that were released. There was the photos, the soundtrack, and I think something else. I'm not sure. I have to double check. Slayer Brother says people hate Claire for the tear thing. I like her for the tear thing. It's everything else I can't stand. Her personality sucks. She was very Katniss-y in Wizards. Katniss couldn't shut up about PETA and Mockingjay, and that's why the movie sucked. Another reason why dystopian genre sucks. So, yeah. So, Claire's kind of like too perfect. She's kind of Mary Sue. She doesn't really have any flaws. Yeah. In your own words, how do you explain Claire did the tear thing with Trojan? Well, we know that tears can bring back people because it was established back in Charters that people could bring back trolls with tears if they truly loved them. However, due to Toby being a mortal human, he had to have the ingredients for the what is it? Creeper sun poison. So Toby back are because of the ingredients and the tier However, with Claire, she's magic. She's a witch, so her tear had magic inside it, and that brought back Jim because they both truly love each other. That's why Jim was brought back, because true love and all that. And I'm pretty sure Jim died because of sunlight, or because his life force was tied to the amulet, and yeah, I'm not really sure how Jim died. It's like, was it light? I think it was light, and died because of creepy sun poison. So, think how troll dies. Think how a troll dies. Think how a troll dies plays a role into how to resurrect them. Do you think Morgana should have survived wizards? I don't think she was supposed to be in wizards at all. Her story was complete. She died, or trapped in the Shadow Realm, so she didn't need to come back. So, but of course they had to make her character have a deeper arc, which was actually very well done. Actually, start to root for her, and that's very hard to do. Just root for the bad guys, yeah, that's very hard to do. So I applaud them for making me root for Morgana. So, yeah. So, Wizards could have just been about Duxie, Zoe, and Claire. So it could have been just them with everyone else cameoing and being background characters. So, but now they had followed the original idea. So, I think since Arthur died, the curse on Jim kind of wore off, and so I think that's, yeah. I think that was why too. Yeah. Honestly, I need to rewatch Wizards again because I watched it like maybe twice. I couldn't stand it anymore, so I only watched it twice. And oddly enough, I do remember most of it, so maybe that's something. So it's actually something I'll watch on the Tuesday and Monday before Rise of the Titans comes out. So, okay. Do you think everyone's going to move to New Jersey to the neutral market? Probably not. Arcadia is their home, and we don't actually see New Jersey in Rise of the Titans. We see New York. That's where they were, not New Jersey. There's a difference between New York and New Jersey. Trust me. Don't ever compare New Jersey to New York to a New Yorker. Ever. I'm not even from New York. Hey, Cool Cats, get off my live stream. I don't want you here. Yeah. Can't believe you actually found this. So, I know you're not on my Discord server because I kicked you out. Yes, Concrep does have terrible spelling. And you don't know the meaning of punctuation. Yikes. It's like, I'm a writer, so I'm like, oh, stickler about it. I'm like, no, please don't. It's like, that's the writer inside me. So, back to the comic books. It's like, a whole lot was happening in there, but it's just the Battle Kill Hard when it was supposed to be. So, not too much. Hey, look at that. Yeah, it's just the Blinky and Arg and Bendel telling the story of past Chaunters, which we do get to see in Chaunters a little bit. But then Wizards came in and crashed everything on, making Chaunters totally irrelevant. So I'm actually kind of glad no one in Three Below was actually in Wizards, so I'm kind of grateful for that. And I was still wondering what their point is in Rising Titans will be. So, what will they do? It's like, I'm crashing. I feel like Three Below kind of finished and wrapped everything up. It wasn't really part of Tales of Creative, really. Always felt so different, so standalone-y. So, I don't think really needed to be there. So, even though sci-fi and fantasy does go well together, I don't think Three Below really need to be there. So, okay. everyone's just freaking about that Craft's there. So, yeah. Here's the thing. Yeah, I don't think that's the real Craft because let me check if the names are correct. So here's what I'm looking for. Yeah, since I'm subscribed to him, I guess yeah, that might be the real one. As capital C, lowercase c. So that's probably the real one. So, and I don't have fake TVNs running around. I make sure they don't. So. Oh, hey Lee, how are you doing? I totally forgot about you. It's like I wasn't aware that you would be like on stream, but I remember that we were pretty tight back in the Hatch and Dragon days. So, yeah. And you're a reviewer, so I do see some of your videos, not all of them, but a few of them. I'm pretty busy. I'm a college student, so that's pretty big. So I'm going to be working in animation pipeline, so that's pretty exciting. So, yeah. Tales of Cody is coming at the end of July. Yay. So, that's nice. So, that's assuming it doesn't get pushed back again. So it takes one idiot to make one stupid mistake to undo months of work. Trust me, I've been there. I'm going to work in the animation pipeline, I know. So, yeah. I'm doing actually fine. I live with my sister in a tiny apartment, which we are moving out at the end of July. Yeah, at the end of July, so it's gonna conflict with my plans for Residence. So let's see if I can do my videos as quickly as I always do. And yeah. I'm an environmental modeler, so I make the models for TV shows. So, for example, I would have created the Toronto Amulet, the staffs, the objects, the houses. That's what environmental modeling does. So there's a lot of positions in animation. So I'm going with modeling. There's animation, there's rigging, there's shading, there's lighting. There's a lot. Most of them I stink at. I'm going with environmental modeling. And the course that I'm taking puts animation and environment and modeling together when they should have been apart because they're very different. They're very different parts of the pipeline. And I'm going with modeling. So, no wonder it took so long, thanks to, yeah. Staff errors, yeah, they're just errors. Sometimes we don't catch them. So, yeah. And that's up to the animator, not the environmental modelers. So that's up to the animators. So, any animation mistakes, up to them. So, yeah, sometimes they just leak through. And sometimes we catch them as an audience, not as the people who make the movie. Yeah. No. I don't like you for a whole lot of reasons. It's like everyone on my Discord server knows. So, I don't need to tell you that. Yes, that's a real cool craft. I checked. Yikes. Yeah. Oh, crap. Deleted message. Whoops. Yeah. Yes, cool craft. You suck. Apparently that's from the hunter. Oh my god. Yeah. So, apparently, you steal a lot of things, so that's why we don't like you. I don't really care anymore, because hating someone takes time and effort, and I don't have that time. So, it's just better to make peace with everything and then move on. So, I don't really care. I want a Tales of Arcadia Christmas special. Oh, yes, that would be lovely. I would love to see the holidays in Arcadia. It would be great. Yeah, so I'm really hoping they do like short films and all that. Tales of Arcadia is like great, so I don't think it's ready to end, which is why I believe that there's 2 more movies coming, because it's so like a Game of Victoria to have something up his sleeve. It's like, I think there's something up. There's something fishy. And don't forget that because I'm an animation student, I know certain things. Some things I'm supposed to keep to myself. things that I need to shut up about. So, yeah, so you could tell me how long the stream is going to last for. What time is it now? Oh no, it's almost 1. So it's almost been an hour, and my live stream is only supposed to last for an hour. Or for however long my sister is gone. So I think she went with my mother to fix an iPad or something. How long does it take to fix something? It's like, I like to fix my own technology because I do know some things about technology and how they work. Which is why I can never live in like a different century. So I don't know how Dixie loves the 12th century so much. It's like, no technology. That sucks. I'm going back to the 21st century, please. It's like, I can't live in another century. Yeah. Oh my god, you know about the movie. I know about some things. And I can't tell you what, because I need to shut up. Luckily, if I was still in middle school, I would have yapped everything about everything I know. So, but luckily I'm not in middle school anymore. I grew up, I have more self-control. So, are you hyped for Rising Titans? Yeah, me. When the teaser trailer came out, I was freaking out. I don't know if you guys I don't know if you guys heard that in my voice, but I was freaking out. It's like, that's why you don't do videos right after the news comes out, because they're kind of freaking out and you can't really focus and your heart's beating really fast. Luckily, I pulled through. Luckily, I always seem to pull through and make my videos quite fast and all that. So, okay, Coolcraft says this is public live stream and I have the right to be here and, I am not acting crazy. Well, I'm a little crazy because I don't think there's more than one voice in my head. So that, I blame the whole lockdown thing. So, I spend a lot of time in my own head. Juliana Hop says, I love your videos. Thank you. Yeah. Wait, who's spamming? Like, just because they says a word twice doesn't mean they're spamming. Spamming is when you do it a lot of times and you can't really tell how many times. If someone just says the same thing twice, that could have just been an error with YouTube and the post buttons. It happens to me all the time, so. First, Coolcraft, I don't hate you. I don't really care. It's everyone else who hates you. So, I don't have time to hate people because I'm very busy most of the time. So, and hitting people takes effort and time, and I don't have any of that. So, do you think what? I think it's, no. Ugh. Okay, so it's over 1 p.m. That means the stream has going on for an hour, and that's usually when I'm going to end my stream. So yeah, so this is the end. Goodbye. I've had a wonderful time, so I think I'm gonna do this stream again for the next week coming. So